friends, today we are doing a mystery unboxing, and not just any mystery unboxing, it is a vintage mystery unboxing. Clearly your gal loves some vintage. Isn't she a beauty? Yes, I got this thrifted at Goodwill. Plus size vintage, yes folks, it does exist. Plus size people existed before there was a fat positive movement and we just weren't in vogue. But isn't it gorgeous? I thrifted this at Goodwill. Yeah, I was totally stoked to find it. If you are like me and you love vintage, but you don't find it in your area, or maybe you want to learn more about vintage and you're not sure what to look for, sourcing a mystery box is not only fun, but a good way to learn a bit about vintage. And that is exactly what we did today. I wanted to add to my vintage assortment. I haven't found a lot when I'm out thrifting. I do live in Asheville, and Asheville people know all about vintage. They will gobble it up. There's a vintage pop-up on every corner around here. So sometimes it's hard to get your hands on things, which is why a source like Helpsy comes in very handy. Now, I've never purchased anything from Helpsy before. Actually, and I have my little notes here to help me out. A fellow reseller who I watch on YouTube, Rachel Holmberger, was the one who introduced me to Helpsy. And also she is giving a Helpsy discount code, which I use to purchase this box. So I will pop up what this box actually is called if you're looking for it yourself. To let you know, it cost $160. I did use Rachel's discount code and saved myself 16 bucks. So my total came all in at $144. I did get 40 items, and that makes each item $3.60, which is pretty good buy-in for me, cheaper than I would get at a Goodwill. About the same price as I would get at Salvation Army, definitely more expensive than the bins. And the best part of this for me was that I ordered it on 11/13 and it arrived ready to be unboxed on the 16th. So let's get to unboxing. And I can already tell because my cats have claimed this box. It's like, you know, a cat fight over who can sit on this box, and already I have some cat hair on my items, but again, none of this has been washed, laundered, steamed, or anything in any way. This is how it came to me. So first up, we have a blazer. It is Pierre Cardin. 2-button blazer. It's a pretty, navy, like a navy and brown stripe pattern. I don't know much about selling men's blazers. I have sold some, but they're definitely slow moving. I know that blazers, especially men's boxy or 90 cuts blazers, are super hot and on trend for women, but I really have no idea if the blazers mean anything for men. There is a nice lining in it. It does have some branding in there. Oh, and it looks like they must provide barcodes for all of their items. Made in the US. This is very pretty blazer. This one does look like it is a woman's, in that it says size 10 and 11, and it's Sterling Cooper. Again, don't know anything about this brand. A lot of these brands I won't, I mean, obviously I've heard of Pierre Cardin, but a lot of these brands I won't know much about, but just as a reminder, a good way for you to know if something is vintage. See that big elaborate embroidered label. You don't see those that much anymore unless it's in very high-end goods. When's the last time you saw made in Taiwan instead of made in China? That's kind of a clue in. Really pretty. My chair's squeaky. Look at that. A really pretty houndstooth? No. Tweed? Herringbone tweed? Very nice. I think this one will do really good, and I like that it's oversized in a single button blazer. I have here, it looks like men's pants. Men's dress pants. So again, dressy men's stuff. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but I do know that a lot of women may be interested in some of these pieces. Oh, this is wool and linen, so I do like that a little bit better. Oh, here we go. Bill Blass. Wool linen blend pant. Pretty decent length and a nice cuff. Very 90s looking to me. Another pair of pants. I don't think I've seen so many tags before. See what you guys think of these. Oh, wow, super long Is there no hem in them? There's no hem in them, so ready to be tailored. Very long. If you're got those long legs and a skinny waist, these might be good for you. They are Emmanuel Ungaro. Very nice. And they are wool. Pink label. This is what I was saying about my chair's so squeaky. This is what I was saying about so many tags in it. It's still got the button. It looks almost like you wouldn't even think that those have been even worn. So like that. And then like I said, wool always does really well, especially in winter. Midi skirts, especially vintage midi skirts, always perform well. This seems very 90s floral pattern. Let's see. It is My Pieces Woman. Oh, a 2X. Plus size vintage. Told you it exists, people. That's what the label looks like. Maybe 80s, 90s. I think that will do very well. Colette Mado, that does not look to me like a vintage label. So if anybody has any insight, let me know. But look at how pretty. Gorgeous burgundy color with this gold overlay. Really pretty for holiday. Nice and long, cable knit. This one is Silk Club. It is petite. It's called Silk Club, but it is not in fact made of silk. It is a petite size 2, pretty small, but a really lovely black, you almost call that microfiber. It's polyester, so it may very well be, with a really pretty ribbon detail on it. Some more Pierre Cardin. This is a true men's dress shirt because you can see the size 15. Here is the label. Again, if this is vintage, I would guess 90s. Do we have a care label? Always looking for those care labels to help me know. Oh, no, it just says here. Oh, but tailored in Korea, so it most likely is. And it's just a plain black button-down shirt. Cachet, cachet. These little tags must have. They all have barcodes and little tags I'll have to clean up. What's really interesting to me is these clothes have like no odor. Like, not only does it not smell vintagey, but it doesn't have that wafting in smell that they put in ThredUp that they're like pumping into Goodwills and stuff now. It actually has like no odor to it, which is pretty impressive. Also makes me wonder whether a laundering will be necessary, which would save me some time. Very colorful paisley, just a scoop neck cap sleeve tee. Pierre Cardin as well. It is a black label, and see how much different it looks. This to me looks more recent. It does say made in China, but it could still be Y2K, late 90s. A tone on tone plaid. So a tiny waist, very long leg, cuffed pant. Ooh, it is lined, so maybe wool. Doesn't say again the fabric content. I remember this lingerie brand from back in the day, but I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna do a voiceover, but this is really pretty. I'm guessing it's, what size is it? It's a medium, so I'm guessing it's like a little nightgown. Very pretty. Oh, this is cute, very Y2K. Gantos again, and this is, I'm guessing most likely 80s or 90s. Probably 80s, because again, that paper label, made in the USA, yeah, most likely 80s. But how much does that scream 90s Y2K? Oh, I got you right on the seam. Here you go. We have some red. Red is supposed to be a big trending color for fall. This is just a stone bridge. A petite size small, made in Hong Kong, so most likely 80s. Late 80s, early 90s. Cute crisscross detail, and it is a rib knit. This is an orange pin tuck. It feels like a sweatshirt material knit. It is Shenanigans, new with tag. Made in China. I don't know if this is a current brand or not. This is what the label looks like. Again, maybe 90s Y2K, and here's the tag. Don't know anything about that brand. Look at this coat. Long coat. Look at this. Gorgeous paisley velour. It's made of cotton. Made in China. Heart Moon Star. This is not vintage, is it? Heart Moon Star. Heart Moon Star. I feel like I've sold that currently. Here is a sweater. This is a very pretty cropped sweater. A little bubbly sleeve, so it must be 80s or, well, this is current. Debut? This is current, right? Look at that label. A regular label with just a size tag at the top. This is not vintage. A plasticky tag, and it has washing logos on the back if I needed more convincing that this wasn't vintage. So what is that, three non-vintage pieces now? Just a black camisole. It says Idea USA. I do not see any size, and I don't know. Yeah, you should be able to see. It's that material where it sticks to itself and everything sticks to it. I hate that. Barbara Lesser fibers, a size small. This label again doesn't look, looks a little new, but it says made in the USA, and there are no washing symbols on it, so I'm thinking it is Y2K. Clifford Willis, again, I know nothing about this brand, but definitely looks vintage, made in the USA, size large. You think those are 80s? Do running pants usually have a liner in them? Help me out, runners. Like a straight black pencil skirt, straight skirt, nice big kick pleat in the back. There's our label. And you can see it's most likely 80s, made in the USA, size 12. Very nice. Oh, this screams 90 Y2K's holiday, New Year's Eve, or any day of the week when it was 90s Y2K. Little pull on there, but check it out. Gold, metallic, rib knit, deep V on the front and back. This is Bollinger Gold. Here's your logo, or here's your label. Size medium, I think that will do good. This is Carly Blake. A knit, textured knit, long sleeve sweater, crew neck. This is really cute. I think that would sell. A polyviscose blend made in China. Oh. Andrade? I don't know anything about it. It probably was a decent, it feels like a decent, it's made in China and basic materials, but it feels like substantial. And the size looks substantial. So, but it's a blazer for men. This will be interesting. I'm not really sure what to think of it. So we have a little black dress with pretty gold embroidery roses, and it does look like it's see-through up top mesh. Scarlet. Definitely an 80s, early 90s concepts. Looks like what I think of as contempo casual, but maybe this is not, is that not what their logo? I don't know. What do I know? This is just a polyester made in Mexico, so probably 80s or 90s. It's just a single button front. The texture is really cool. I like that woven texture. The feel is a little interesting. Pair of black pants. These look like, you know, a flat front, a cigarette pant. Oh no, these may be 90s or 2000s. I'm not really sure, but it is a nice, oh, and it has a side zip, great. They are a nice silhouette, and the size looks to be, yeah, a 14W. The size is pretty decent. So I'm imagining those would sell. This is the limited, and it feels like, oh yes, this is lamb's wool and nylon from the limited, made in Italy. Very nice. And it's in that trending color red, and it's just a button front cardigan. I think this will do really well and hopefully bring in some money. They look like a relaxed fit, high-waisted pant. Yeah. So we know that this silhouette isn't trending, but I do believe that there will always be people who are going to, I hit you guys. While this silhouette isn't trending, I think there'll always be people who will enjoy this silhouette, but I'm not sure that this is vintage. Bill Blast jeans, doesn't just say Bill Blast jeans petite. Look at this tag up here with the easy fit. Putting those tags up there seems newer to me. And then I don't have any washing labels, but it's curious to me because it's made in Bangladesh. Was that happening in the 2000s? I feel like made in Bangladesh is newer. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Well, I know it's Y2K here because that's the only time I remember anybody wearing this lime green color and it being so popular. Another straight skirt. It looks almost like a Dupioni silk, but it does not feel like one because it is not. It's polyester. Casey Spencer. Great size 14. It's really pretty. Those are one of those skirts that somebody might like it who's like a fashionista. The vintage aspect to pair it with something and make it look very Y2K. But I think there's a customer that I have on eBay that would just buy this all day long. This is really cute. Just a knit skirt. I love the detail there. Is there pockets? No pockets. This is the same brand as a sweater, and given that, see, if we didn't just see that debut sweater, I would think that this might be Y2K, like a junior brand, but now I think this is current too. I don't love that you buy a vintage box and they throw in random current things. If it sells, I won't care. If it's worth money, I won't care, but it's also a little frustrating because it's not what you signed up for. Basic men's window pane plaid dress shirt. It's the label for you to see. This looks very Y2K skirt. I could see that with a cute little crop top and some big ass chunky flip-flops. Just an A-line kind of skirt. It may actually be 90s. I don't know. It's by Powder Blue and it's a size large. It's a good size. I think that will sell, but I don't think you'll get much money for it. Ooh, these are pretty. Oh, I love these. Okay. See if you could see that. It's going to be a little blown out because it is a rainy day. But there you go. You can see it pretty good. These are like a mesh black pant with a really pretty detailing at the bottom. Pull on elastic waist. Oh, I love everything about this. This is like such a great holiday party pair of pants where you can feel comfortable and relaxed, and then just throw on a pair of heels with it and a cute little top. These are cachet as well. It looks like there's a coat in there, so I'm going to try to save that for last. Oh, I love this. Embellished sweaters always do very well for me. It's usually a guaranteed 30 or 40 buck sale. This is Joan Leslie, made in Hong Kong, so I'm guessing 80s. And look at that movement. Love it. That one would definitely do well. The tag, extra large, I like that. The shirt is a little bit rough looking. If I wash, with a wash it may look a little better. This says Diamondbacks World Series 2001. As you guys know, I don't know nothing about the sports, although I have sold sports things. So I'll have to do some research to figure out if that may or may not be worth anything. Oh, this looks like a navy top. I would say it was black, but putting it up against all this black things, it's definitely navy. It's got some shoulder pads in it, a basic boxy dress top. Ooh, it's size 20. We love that. Can't read it. Oh, and it's wool. Wonderful. Elizabeth by Liz Claiborne. What do you got? We got hot pink. Yes. Is it rib knit? Yes. Is there lace detail on it? Yes. You know what else it needs? Let's pop a zipper on it. This is Tutu Fashion, and it is a 1X. I don't doubt in my mind, there's no doubt in my mind that that will sell. I just don't think I'll actually get any money for it. But for somebody who likes it, I'm happy that they take it. Dry clean only. This looks like a coat. Is it a coat or a blazer? Kind of, is that a coat or a blazer or both? I guess it's technically a blazer the way it buttons and with the collar. Dry clean only. Ooh, 100% pure camel hair. Loving that. Do we have a brand? No. I don't think there's a brand. It just says 100% pure camel hair. Oh, here we go. Some more Bill Blass. Bill Blass black label for Lord & Taylor. I think that'll do really good. Camel hair does perform well. It's very neutral, on-trend color. I wish it was a coat more than a blazer, but I still think the look of it is worth its while. And it looks like it comes with a silk scarf, which I will take off and sell on its own. Handkerchief. Yes, 100% silk handkerchief because it does not match. But there we are. That's all of it. Okay, so future Heather here. What do we think? What do we think of this box? We got some big sizes and some small sizes, fringe stuff, which tends to happen. But I like the variety from basic polos to blazers to everything in between. So I kind of like the variety. I like the price. I did pull comps. It looked like I would come in and hopefully make a gross profit on this box of $1,000 to $1,500. So again, my investment was $144. So if I could make $1,000 gross off $144 investment, I'll be really happy. Typically my ROI has come in around a 60%. So that gives you an idea of how much of that I would actually end up putting in my pocket. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Did you have a favorite item? Do you think some of these items that I said weren't vintage, aren't vintage? Do you have any insight to provide? Please, please, please leave a comment below. I love to hear from you guys. I know we all have a wealth of knowledge in different areas, so it's fun to peruse the comment section to learn, to educate ourselves. That's what's so great about YouTube. Thanks you guys so much for tuning in. I now have a whole bunch of things to steam, wash, and get listed, which if all this is planned out correctly, they will be listed by the time you see this video. So feel free to go to the links in the comments, or no, go to the links under this video to shop my storefronts, whichever storefront you prefer. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Happy reselling. Take care. Bye. Goods. When's the last time you saw made in Taiwan instead of made in China? That's kind of a clue in. Really silk glove, but it is not in fact made of silk. Pink label. This is what I was saying about my chair so squeaky.